G'day, I'm Evan, and welcome to Gamey. Joining me on the show this week, it's Naomi Higgins.
And Tazo, like, hi.
Is Tazo dead?
That makes the dog look dead.
I'm not dead, I'm alive. He's always saying that.
Oh, God.
Adam Knox is here.
Hello, everybody. Nice to be here. Thank you.
And Bec Petraitis.
I've always been dead, but inside. That's good. I don't have to do a physical thing.
I want to thank our new patrons who signed up since our last episode. Death Wombat, Matthew Rees?
Raise.
Rays is good. There's no A in there, but I guess it could be Rays.
Ray of sunshine. Thank
There's
you.
no A in there. There's plenty of words that, sorry.
They.
Grey.
Okay. Patrick Konchak and
Ray.
Eric John E. What?
The character from Star Wars.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
She's
yep.
a patron?
She's a patron,
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
It's nice to have
Race
everybody
guy.
on board.
She kissed her brother,
Who did?
Ray.
That's
character.
what everyone's about.
Did she? Leia kisses her brother too. There's a lot of incest in Star Wars then. Yeah.
You
Not
just,
my sort of thing.
A lot of
Just
bold
thought I'd put that
stabs
out there.
being
Yeah.
taken off
oh,
already.
yucky.
Say,
Step brothers too much. I'm the no.
Do you know what? I think it's really good.
You're logging onto Pornhub? No one related.
Strangers. I don't even want them to be friends. I want them to have nothing to do with each other. I want them to forget each other's names during. I want them to not know how to pronounce their surname and go, yeah, more Matthew Reyes? Reyes? It couldn't be Ray, it's an E.
There's no A.
Well, there is where I'm going. It doesn't matter. But
Guys are
like,
real talky porns.
yeah, I'm real into the chat ones.
Yeah, cool.
hey, this week we're going to talk about Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, you excited, Evan?
Yeah, this is, as always, the highlight of the year. Hey, why is that funny?
Call of Duty's fun. I like it
fun.
too. We can.
Right, you can wait.
I'm gonna.
There's a whole part for that.
We're not up to Call of Duty yet. Because first, what do you think of this? They say video games rot your brain, but what if they could physically destroy your brain? Palmer Luckey, inventor of the Oculus VR headset, has unveiled a new device that features explosive charges mounted above the forehead, capable of instantly killing the wearer, and can be triggered by in-game events like game over screen.
What happened there?
I stopped talking right.
I've been talking about the whole time.
What I saw this on Twitter.
Yes.
You know what? I scrolled right past it. Because who fucking cares? Well, this isn't real.
It's not. It's a concept.
Why? Anything's a concept.
No, it is
anything's
real.
a
It is real.
Yeah, but if they're not going to use it.
They could, though.
You could put it on.
This feels like a classic thing you'd make and go, oh, it can kill you, and then you leave it in an office somewhere, people forget what it was, and someone puts it on and goes kablamo.
I won't label them. I'll remember which is which.
I mean, it's the one with the unicorn.
Evan
It's literally an episode of Black Mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of, it's...
They came up with something that was in Black Mirror, all written by one old British guy.
But
by
as
the
a
way.
thing, so it's an area of video game mechanics that hasn't been explored before.
Well,
Killing the user?
Well, yeah, so...
And what do you think that is?
I think that's happened before. Let me introduce you to swatting. You can.
But
Yeah, they dream about it.
So the idea is that this it makes an experience more immersive.
To die?
Yeah.
so to make it more immersive by taking you out of it.
I think
No,
I'd
no,
be
no.
Very
constantly
interesting.
thinking about my
Yeah.
impending death and not the game.
We're not talking about the killing you.
I'm amazed by how much you're defending this.
Excuse me, we're not talking about the killing you part. That's
No, okay,
the part that it has.
so he said in his blog, he said, only the threat of serious consequences can make the game feel real to you and the people that you're playing with, right?
That's very true, but I would highly doubt that you would see the things in the video game as a threat rather than just the thing that's on your head.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be thinking, oh my God, I have to avoid the zombie. You'd be thinking, I have to take this off my head.
Guess what? But I win. There we go.
Literally, it's that tweet, how is cyberbullying real? Just turn the computer off, bro. It's literally that. But you can.
But I mean,
Cyberbullying
his plan
is a bad thing.
his
Real life bullying? Now it don't know.
Yeah, say it to their fucking face.
Yeah, have the
cowards.
gumption.
his plan is
It's bad,
to
cyberbullying bad, bullying good.
Just get out there.
I love it.
I never said I was against cyberbullying. Just want to be clear.
Can I show you an impression of me using this headset?
yes.
Okay, this is like I'll play a racing game in VR with this headset that can kill you. Oops! That'd be me.
Right, and then you'd be dead.
Oh, what? It's such a like futuristic. It's making me think like all the stuff that's happening these days makes me think that like Paul Verhoeven and all the people who made the RoboCops and the '80s future dystopia movies weren't that imaginative.
No.
They were just.
I thought you were talking about that guy who was.
There's two Verhoevens. There's a
thinking
few
of the
Paul
other one.
Verhoevens.
It's the Australian Paul Verhoeven.
I'm talking
that one.
Paul Verhoeven in brackets director.
Yes.
Close brackets. And so, like, it's such a scary, spooky, weird thing that there are all these billionaires who can take this product that they own and then destroy it in a matter of a week, which you saw in the tweet that you saw about this. You saw it on Twitter, about Twitter, and about this. It's like all happening, man.
Whoa!
It's spooky how much.
What the fuck are you saying?
It got away from me.
It's nonsense, right? We're all
I
just
said,
sitting here.
I think some people
I was
understood.
with it. I was with
People have too much
Man,
power.
it's all and Twitter and this and billionaires going to space.
I will grant
by the
you.
way,
I never said space, but I will
and
grant you if there was like,
capitalism
if I'd have been wearing.
is crazy.
It's just nice to say things.
All right.
This is capitalism, right?
What are you talking about? I mean,
Evan gets it.
in that stuff becomes fucking meaningless.
I guess it's the opposite because you literally can't buy this.
Well, this is actually, because I wrote the cheat sheet, this is based on an anime manga called Sword Art Online.
That's so weird
And
for like a really rich white guy to
It's
do
so
something
weird,
creepy
isn't it?
because
Yeah,
he's
it's
an
very-
anime fan.
It's very odd.
Wait, Paul
so bizarre.
Verhoeven did this?
No.
No.
No, Palmer.
Palmer Lucky.
Yeah.
But Sword Art Online, I remember watching it is this. A bunch of people get stuck in a big MMO. It's an MMO, but it's virtual reality MMO.
Like the Matrix.
RPG.
MMORPG.
It's kind of Matrix,
Yes.
right?
It was just a
VR.
lot of letters. They get stuck in all the.
MMORPG.
Yes, they're stuck in the letters, and then the maker of the thing is like, you can't leave or you'll die. If you take the headset off, you'll die.
Yeah.
So you got to beat the game.
Oh, I hate that. That also happens in
Squid
probably
Game.
about 20 different pieces of media.
It does,
Games.
except the anime was real cool for me, and I love anime, and I'm cool. I've decided to become an anime person again.
Doesn't that happen in Adventure Time?
What?
Maybe it does.
We've got the
Says
two
they go
opposite
into
ends of
BMO.
cartoons here.
Two sides, anime and Adventure Time.
Yeah.
But the
Weeb and Stoner.
His plan though is
Two cartoon watchers.
I feel like I got to lean back into weeb. I don't know.
Why?
I just feel like I need a thing again.
Hey, clearly the people who are into
You
this
are
stuff are well
wearing a
adjusted.
Garfield shirt. Your hair is half purple.
I'm just trying
You
for
have
everything.
Dunkaroo earrings. And you have a dog that looks like a fancy rat. I don't think you need to worry about standing out, Beck.
I just feel like I'm just part of the crowd. Someone sees me walking down the street, they're like, "Oh, another meaningless blob of a person." So I've decided anime is going to be my thing. I'm gonna get really into Naruto. See you on Crunchyroll, everyone.
I'd love to see you doing a Naruto run just around.
If you want to stand out, do anime stuff, but do it the other way around. So run, but with your arms in front of you like this.
That
Like a
feels
Frankenstein.
powerful.
Is your body still bent forward?
Yeah. I guess backwards, and you'd have to run backward. No, yeah, you can run forwards just like that.
No, this
That
feels
looks
good.
cool. Yeah.
Gonzo's having the ride of his fucking
you go.
life.
Here it come.
Now you got a personality. Look at that. Yeah, it's Beck. Yeah, everyone knows Beck.
Oh, that's Beck.
Please talk to me about anime.
Ah, no, I'm too scared.
And that would be great for me.
his plan is to make it so that it's impossible to take off or destroy the headset. That is the next.
Like
kind of-
Saw?
Yeah, that's
Like Saw?
Yeah, kind of like Saw.
Why?
Because you need something to do.
Because otherwise you would
Gotta
just
do
take it
something.
off, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You weren't you saying?
I like arts and crafts, Evan. If it makes something useful, no one's going to put that on. Why don't you just make a rug?
Someone would though. Someone volunteered to get eaten
Kill a
by
rug.
that German guy.
That's true.
People will be up for anything.
Some people would be up for
Someone
this.
will wear this and get blown up by it.
But I don't think who made this?
He's the guy who made
lucky.
the Oculus Rift back in the
That
day.
guy?
That guy. He's
See?
gone weird.
This is too much money. This is what you were saying.
This is what I was trying to
He's
say,
too
but I
bored.
think because you were thinking about the Australian Paul Verhoeven, the sentence didn't make any sense for the whole
Yeah.
time. I think I've worked it out.
I was like, did he go to space?
I don't think he was that rich. But like, yeah, it's like too much free time. Be one of those like off billionaires that are still crook, but go off into some expensive house like Notch who made Minecraft. Dodgy guy, went and shut up. Good for him.
Yeah. I would
keep
love
quiet.
that. If someone wants to make me rich, I'll shut the fuck up forever.
Oh, dude, you can absolutely buy my silence. Yeah! Sure. I want to be under an NDA. That's the dream.
And then you
Wait,
can
wait.
finally sleep.
Wait. Even so, there are a huge variety of failures that could occur and kill the user at the wrong time. This is why I have not worked up the balls to actually use it myself. What? So he would be fine if he worked out the kinks. This guy's saying he'll wear it.
This is very much like, you know, those like pharmacists who are like testing drugs on themselves for the betterment of society. It's the same thing, but with a Death VR headset.
I'm lucky and Mr. Hyde. He'll turn into like a, yeah.
Yeah,
If he's the one who tries it, then I guess that's ethical,
I agree.
I suppose. If you blow yourself up, is that a crime?
For what? Playing
forum to
Doom?
ask.
Get in the comments, everyone. If you blow yourself up, is that a crime? Let us know.
Is a man not entitled to the explosion of his own flesh? Yeah, it's real stupid. It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. And also programming into the game like a fail state, accurate enough. He's right. Like that would be the only hurdle here.
Wait. I'm convinced that, like in SAO, is that the anime you were talking
Yes,
about?
that is it.
The final triggering should really be tied to a high intelligence agent that can readily determine if conditions for termination are actually correct.
So he wants to make an AI that kills you as well. This cunt's making Skynet.
So just pay someone to stand next to you with a fucking gun.
Oh yeah, that's
Problem solved. Like that's what's happening.
yeah.
That's innovation over there, what Naomi's done just there. Give her the money, give her the NDA, stay
Yeah.
away from edges.
Thank
But
you.
if
Save
they-
us some money.
Should we crack on? Should we talk about Call of Duty?
You are so fucking apt. Look at his little eyeballs.
This is like the only video game that you play. Ever since Cookie Clicker banned you for cheating.
Did it really?
Yeah, did you hear about this?
No.
Please, tell again.
Well, I don't know.
Why did you cheat? A cookie clicker.
What are more cookies?
That's it. It's a pretty. I don't know what reason I was expecting.
This is not like when everyone was playing Cookie Clicker. I want to.
Okay, right.
Hang on, but this was
last
deep
year.
lockdown and it gives off the vibe of deep lockdown.
Is this like after
doesn't
it came out on Steam?
No.
It's mobile.
Okay.
It's on my phone.
Right. How did you cheat at Cookie Clicker?
Using a like an
Dippy bird that-
auto tapping app.
Yeah, no. That's not the extent of it, though.
No.
Add more detail, please.
So I got a new phone,
Okay.
and then I tried to install it on my new phone, but there wasn't a way to transfer it over.
Okay.
And then I ended up having my old phone. My Pixel 5 was only existed to play Cookie Clicker then.
Okay.
And then it just sort of
So far, absolutely same.
Yeah, no.
because that's all it was doing. Like I was able to really step it up a notch, and it was just 24/7. I would have it sitting on its charger, like on the
No.
coffee table, and it would just be, huh?
That's not what I heard.
Is there something else?
It
I'm
used to
forgetting?
sit on the bedside table.
Yes.
And it would
Propped
be like
up?
propped up on a thing, and when I went
was
to
on a
bed,
thing, right?
I'd go to sleep
Yeah,
and
on
I'd
a
go
cha-
like,
on a-
night night
on the
cookies.
charger, wireless charger.
See you in the morning. There'll be many more of you.
There's
So
a
that
lot
when
of-
Evan walked past it, he could boop, 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 on his way past.
One morning.
There's a lot of like scary reasons to have a phone pointed at you in a bedroom. This is the most haunting one that I've ever heard
Imagine Adam waking up one morning and you wake up and you turn to the cookies and they're gone.
Oh no!
Oh no! That's
what
truly
happened.
haunting.
Damn.
Yeah.
There was like a good. How long did you played it
Months.
for so long, and you'd
Yeah,
be
months.
sitting near Evan, and he'd just be, and then you look down, and he's just doing this.
Damn.
This
It's a
little
good
phone.
thing that it got deleted because when it gets to 1 trillion cookies, the bomb goes off.
As it should, really.
It's a form of population control.
You should get a biscuit.
What?
Like, it's a shit that you got all those cookies, but there's no real biscuit.
Yeah.
They should send you a biscuit in the mail.
When you get to us.
Yeah, just in that
fucking
loose
cheated.
envelope. Oh, yeah, you cheated. Never mind.
Well, I mean, what are the rules? How's it cheating?
Evan, come on. Are you serious right now?
Those grandmas will be so disappointed in you, Evan.
I think they're more disappointed in the labour conditions in his
Yeah.
cookie
Yeah.
warehouse that they had to put up with. Gonzo, you good? Do you want to come up too?
No, he hates you now.
Here comes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
This is like old times. All right.
This is cool.
Why is Tazo getting closer?
I don't know. He's getting real close to my face.
Evan, do the... Yeah,
He does that all the time.
Come on, man.
I'll try to
Be
do the intro.
professional.
Are you allowed to show this on?
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, not to be confused with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, is the sequel to 2019's Call of Duty Modern Warfare, not 2007's Call of Duty Modern Warfare or 2009's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 or 2011's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 or the 2016 Modern Warfare Remaster or the 2020 Modern Warfare 2 Remaster. It's the 19th installment in the Call of Duty series, so how does it stack up? Let's take a look at the trailer.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck.
Are we at war?
We don't know his name. Money, weapons, intel. He's planning something.
Sergeant McDavish, welcome to the City of Souls. There are few here to uphold the law, and many of those who resist corruption disappear.
Terrorism is good for business. As long as there is a war on terror, there will be no real war on drugs.
We've got bigger problems.
We're not 141 and lost for chaos. We're a team.
I want to know how many they have and where they intend to use them.
Y'all got a clear picture?
All set.
These things take planning and preparation.
These things take violence and timing. I can do both. Go, Johnny! Get out of there!
You're the commander of a foreign terror organization.
I can say the same to you.
That was a look at the trailer for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
That was a long trailer. That was a joke because we took a break in the middle to talk to the Twitch chat. So if you don't watch us live on Twitch on Friday nights or earlier than that, depending on where you are, that's on you.
Yep. Yes.
Not my fucking problem.
This is the Call of Duty of 2022. There's a new one every year.
I'm so... Can you just... Okay, in the intro, you said this stuff.
Yes.
About how this... Because I remember going to get Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
Yes.
Yes.
11 years ago. Midnight launch, Frankston EB Games.
Oh.
Warfare 3.
Wake up. We're only up to 2.
Wait, so now it's the past now, or am I in the future?
So I mean, put simply,
Tell me where I am.
in 2019 they rebooted
Yep.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Like a soldier going back out the next day, he's rebooting. He's putting his shoes back on.
Whoa.
Yeah. So it's not a remake. It's not a remaster. It's
Comedy show.
a new game, same characters, but new. You know.
What?
It's a reboot, yeah. They rebooted it 2019. This is a sequel to that.
don't
But they've
think
named it the same exact
So
thing.
it's
which is-
canonically not. So it's like the same characters, but they're like, what if a different thing happened?
You got it. But then
Because
what
it's
if the same
exactly
thing
the
happened
same
later?
characters. It's
Yeah.
not like it's different actors.
Yeah.
No,
Because
it's the same
They're the
characters.
same. You don't need to use different actors.
I would question why. It
know what I'm
feels
saying?
like
Are we
the.
talking about actors?
Because if you're rebooting a movie,
Yeah.
then you
Yeah.
cast different people as the people because they're too old or they're dead.
Right.
They changed how their face looks a little
And
bit.
they might
Or they're
change the-
boys.
They might change the voice actor.
Because in the first Modern Warfare, there was like an old man played by the guy from Married with Children who married Sofia Vergara, right? And then, because modern, do you understand? Do you understand where I'm going?
Yes.
Okay, should I continue
Wait,
going
it's a
there?
riff?
Keep going.
Should I try? Like, not yet, but it's the
Give me
start
more.
of one.
Not yet.
We'll see if it gets
Give
there.
me more details. I want to see how much you remember
There's this
about
thing-
this.
Oh, it's a bit.
About Modern Family. So I mean, Modern Warfare. Yeah, it's a reboot.
I have a question too. Can the Call of Duty people just not think of better words than modern warfare? It's not that interesting.
I mean, it's an apt description of what it is.
That's what it is. That's the thing. That's
Modern
all it is.
Warfare again.
Yeah. Right, you
Why
mean they
didn't-
should have called it something else
Yeah,
when
like
they rebooted
Zoom
it.
Boom Ba Bang Bang.
I agree with you there.
Okay, cool.
But
I
the
agree
name.
with you on Zoom Boom Ba Bang Bang.
I feel like
But I do think that they shouldn't just give it the same name as a name that is already there.
This one has sold the quickest out of any of them, though. So, like, the name carries weight for people, I guess.
right.
Knox, there's more people in the world than there used to be.
That's actually a really good point.
Also,
I'm so embarrassed now. I forgot
probably-
about population growth.
there probably
Shit.
is.
All babies playing this fucking game too.
I know that's.
There probably is an element of them going, well, the Modern Warfare series was well received.
Yeah.
You look at the
That's
franchise
Call of
overall.
Duty.
But not always. Like,
Modern
there's been
Warfare's-
bad Call of Duty games, would you believe? Ghosts was terrible.
Oh my God, I was just gonna say. Call of Duty Ghosts
But
was so bad.
Do you want? Because like they've had
Especially
a bunch
when they rebooted that with girls.
Call of Duty Girls?
Ghostbusters. The Modern
Kate
Family.
McKinnon was funny, but
The Modern Family one, she
misplaced.
groaned, but then later on, Ghostbusters, we did that one. They've had a bunch of names. They've gone Call of Duty, Call of Duty United Offensive, Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 3, Call of
United
Duty 4,
Offensive
Modern
is
Warfare.
fucked.
Then they went Call of Duty World at War. They went Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the original, in 2009. They went Call of
Yeah.
Duty Black Ops.
wait, they called it Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the original in 2009.
Which is why this name is okay, because they saw it coming. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Ghosts, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Kevin Spacey was in that one.
Yes.
Yes, I
Call of
remember that.
Duty
Love
Black
him.
Ops 3, Call of Duty
his YouTube
Infinite
channel.
Warfare.
You're doing very well at this. I don't
Thank
think I
you.
could even have.
We're up to 2016. Call of Duty World War 2 in 2017.
Yeah.
This
Look
is
at me
the
closing
same-
my eyes like I'm on fucking Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
This is the same energy I have when I'm listing all the Kardashian babies.
Yeah, we've just gone in different
Stormy.
directions with that diagnosis. Call of Duty,
I'm behind. I wouldn't know their names now.
Black Ops 4,
There's too many
Modern
new
Warfare reboot, Black Ops, again, Black Ops Cold War.
Yes.
And then
That was good.
Vanguard, and then I forget.
Yeah. So Vanguard is one that we didn't talk about on the show because we weren't doing the show when it came out last year.
Everything's called Vanguard.
Is it? This is not.
Never mind. I just keep hearing that word a lot lately.
All right.
The guy who protects my van, that's what he's called.
Really fucking.
Ever since I got a van
Words can
and
mean
a
two
guard
things.
for it.
I get it now.
Noticed it.
Yeah.
So, yes, there's been a lot of Call of Duty games. There's been a lot of
Want me to list
Call of Duty games.
Dictionary.
Yeah.
Big
book, there's lots in it.
So this is the sequel to Modern Warfare, the 2019 one, which, was the last good Call of Duty game.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, Vanguard, I don't know. I just didn't get into Vanguard for some reason, but it definitely, it was a...
Probably you were tired.
Commercial success.
Was that when Cookie Clicker was big for you?
No, I think that was post Cookie Clicker.
In Vanguard, you're like shooting a lot of Nazis. They're kind of framed as the bad guy, which I remember you telling me in person
Kinda?
you didn't like. I remember that.
Evan did say that. Evan said that.
Did you say that on the show?
No, he said that to everyone. He
Yeah,
texted
it
everyone.
was just in real life. He was walking around saying it really loudly, and his walk was strange.
Yeah.
He was doing this real strange walk that he had at the time.
Yeah.
I think my mistake was
Yeah.
I got it on PS5.
Pointing at people, I think, but they were like above him.
Anyway, look.
With all four fingers?
Yeah, he had this like logo he was really into drawing at the time. I didn't
Oh
think
yeah,
it
he
looked
said
that
it was like a
cool.
peace symbol
Yeah.
from India or something.
Originally, but he liked the new meaning is what he kept saying to me.
And he just loved hats.
Yeah, he really did.
Yeah.
Weird facial hair. for
This,
the
but this game benefits from the
being racist.
technological
Did you notice that?
advancements.
He was
that
being a little
happened
bit
from-
racist. Hey, I didn't want
last
to bring it
year's
up
game.
because like it was a bit weird, but he was kind of.
I lived with him,
Yeah.
and I didn't want to bring it up.
I have to say though, snappy dress up. Was there a lot of Tom
Yeah,
Ford
fun
back
at
then?
parties.
And a
Apparently.
nice cars. He got a new Ford.
Yeah.
This,
With heaps of
Moving
wheels
around,
at the back.
Tons of wheels.
That one. Yeah.
Started driving really fast on the road.
Yeah.
just on the right lane.
Yeah, only on the right.
Yeah.
Every time a direction, he'd only tell you to turn right if it was the third one.
And really advanced science.
I
Isn't that what people say? I don't actually.
Hugo Boss worked for you.
really liked. I really liked.
Tom Ford. Wait.
It was a lot of people. Johnny Volkswagen.
Chanel.
Yeah.
I really liked.
Fanta?
The idea of one of them sitting there being like, yum, that's sweet.
Like, you can't enjoy anything anymore.
No, you can't.
Sorry, Evan.
Fault.
You've been looking forward to... This is literally the only game you play. We're just literally calling you Hitler over the top of it.
I really liked the 2019 game. I thought it was great. Return to form for the series because the campaigns in Call of Duty can be pretty over the top.
Yeah.
The campaign.
Yeah, the story mode. The
Did you play the story
lots
mode
of
at
big
all?
set
Sam?
pieces and
I did. I found out that we were doing Call of Duty late last night
Apologies.
when I messaged Beck and I said, should I have played a video game?
In my defense, I thought I said it 2 weeks ago, and I was like, now we got plenty of time. But I don't think I said it too much because I was like, I feel like this will annoy Naomi if I tell her that we're doing Call of Duty.
I don't need to get her to play it.
could
This
have
one
been
came out in
playing it for
2009.
Yeah, you could have.
I assumed you wouldn't be all that interested.
12 years. All that interested.
Yeah.
I play the games that I'm trying to. You pay for it, so I'll play it. This is $109.95.
Yes,
I'm not paying for that.
no.
I did pay. I play it. I played today. I played the campaign
Yes.
for maybe like an hour and a half,
You're right.
and then I played a multiplayer. I didn't even. I mean, if you asked me to guess, I would be like, sure, they have. I didn't even think about the fact that Call of Duty games have campaigns.
A lot of people
I only
don't.
ever see like people playing multiplayer.
Yeah, a lot of people will just play it for multi. In fact, for
Do you
quite a
play
while.
it for multiplayer?
Yeah, for a while there, I don't even. There's several of them that I just didn't play the campaigns.
A lot
I
of
just
people
played the
do that, and that's why with this one they kind of released that a week earlier to give it a bit
Yeah.
of lead time so that people would pay attention to it, which I think worked. It's not a very good one though. Like all of the Call of Duty games, I enjoy playing the single player things of them because they're like Fast and the Furious movies. They're dumb and they're like over the top, and I like. But this one is fucking stupid.
You know what it was like? Every campaign thing I played, it was like, to reference another pop culture thing, an
Please.
SNL sketch
Uh-huh.
just went on too long.
Yeah.
At the start, you're like, oh, this is good. And then you're like, oh, we're still here. And it's an hour now.
Makes
You thought it was good? Sorry, the dialogue started, and I went, this is like every movie that I avoid watching.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
they have the man in the place. Yeah, well, how are we going to get to the place? Well, that's a good question. Huh. Well,
military
don't we have boots on the ground? Yeah, we have one person, but you're not going to like who it is. It's the guy. Who cares?
Trying to make fun of it, but honestly, I'm like, what guy? Is it Charlie Oscar Bravo, Mike, whatever? Like, yeah.
He doesn't follow the rules. What rules? Doesn't matter.
I can have fun with that stuff when it makes sense, but like it's so weird with this one where like they kidnap a guy who's like the leader of a terrorist group
yeah.
where they've at the start of it killed the first leader. Now this guy's the second leader. They get him, and then the general
Assad?
is like Assad. And the general goes, you have to give him back. It's against the Geneva Convention. Not fucking true. You definitely can capture the leader of a terrorist group. And then the next scene,
That was your problem.
they're war criming a village after that.
Yeah,
They don't even have
yeah.
internal...
Now, hang on a second, because I didn't get to kidnapping Assad, and I'm pretty sure I did a lot of war crimes.
There's war crimes all over the shop. It's all war crimes.
Yeah,
all
it is
the
interesting
time.
where they decide to start following the rules.
That was one thing I found unrealistic. I was doing a drone strike, and then I shot someone, and then the level ended, and it was like, we will not tolerate civilian deaths. And I was like, that's not true.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's not true. I've read some news. Not a
Yeah.
lot, but some.
I mean, this
Inaccurate.
There's the argument to be made that the Call of Duty series is U.S. military propaganda.
It is the
Argument.
Can we
Argument to be made.
I have never played one of these games before. Okay, I'm coming in
Really?
fresh.
Okay.
I can't even. I'm like, what year are we in? It's like brown
2009.
terrorists, and it's like we gotta capture Hassad because he's a terrorist. Of course, he's working with a Mexican drug cartel for some reason. Oh, but it's modern because we gotta climb the Trump border wall to then like shoot up this fucking, I guess, South American town.
You hold the trigger down to the prompt on the screen is hold left trigger to de-escalate. What holding left trigger does is raise your gun at a person's face in their own house.
Right, I was like, I must be doing it wrong because I held it up a gun to a guy.
That's literally what you're being trained to do.
So I accidentally,
Sick.
I accidentally shot someone, right? And it's like civilian death, boo. And then I was like, okay, whoops. So then I start that thing. You're literally running through people's houses, right? People are in their houses. You're running through the house, and then it's like de-escalate. So then you're like holding a gun up at the guy, and then he pulls a gun out. You already have a gun on this guy, and then you shoot him. Same guy I accidentally shot the first time. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine
He pulled
because
his
he
gun
pulled
out.
a gun out. You pulled a gun out.
I think.
You told me I pulled a gun out, and you told me to pull it further out towards his head.
Yeah.
But
like this, and then it's like
That's the world now.
Were you America?
it's fucking crazy. Well, no,
Because at the
actually,
beginning
because
of
it's
the
like, well, now
campaign-
you're a different Mexican guy,
Yeah.
so it's fine that we're going after a Mexican drug cartel
Mexican
that
special
is working with a Middle Eastern terrorist group because you're with a guy called Alejandro.
I got confused because at the start of the campaign, it made me stand up and salute the flag.
Yeah.
Did you
It
do
makes
that?
you do the
It
Pledge
makes
of
you do- yeah, you
Allegiance in
stand
real
up and
life,
you
or
do
else your
the-
VR headset
I
explodes.
didn't know where my hands went.
It's scary, and it's so funny how like it's all of that, and it is like literally funded by the military because they use, or has been in the past.
Well, they get
when they use real guns.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But
I
in
think
this
they
one,
license actual guns from the gun manufacturer.
they've got fake names in this one, and it's funny that like it's this pretty like ethically objectionable thing, objectionable, and then like the multiplayer game that everyone kind of enjoys is Tiggy. You're playing Tiggy, basically.
But hang on, we talked about this before the show, except the Tiggy is bang, you're it. Yeah.
Connect
So,
your head,
look,
yeah.
I don't know if this is Tiggy.
time.
Yes?
Here's why I wouldn't make a good soldier.
Too hot.
Here's the first time I died in the game. You're running around through like bases. You're trying to shoot all these brown people, I guess. And then I run in and you've shot a brown guy. And then his wife, I guess, is just sitting there, like just in normal, she's not in fucking military gear or like combat gear or anything. She's just sitting there, she's wailing.
Yeah.
And then she sees you, and then she grabs a gun and starts shooting at you. And then I'm like, well, I'm not going to shoot her. And then I died.
You got
Oh,
to.
you got to shoot, yeah.
And then and then I'm like, well, how do I just get her to not shoot me? How can I just be like, hey, and then like maybe just try kicking her? And so then I kicked her, and then she was very still.
Naomi, I just want to show, let's just reflect on the thing that just happened, which was propaganda at work, that you were like, didn't want to shoot and you were both like, oh no, you gotta shoot her.
Yeah.
That was fucking weird. And you both said it, and you're both, no, yes, you have to
have to
shoot.
shoot
That's
her.
Do you remember how I listed all of the Call of Duties?
It's there.
I'm gonna activate
Whereas-
one day and go off to the war.
It's fine. You'll never get around to getting a gun, even if you had the motivation. I don't think you'd have
That's
the
true.
like, you know, the administrative skills to.
That would be why I'd be bad as a soldier. I'd be that one who's up the back going like, oh, I lost my boots. I guess I got a reboot. Like a movie, it's like a pun. People be like, where'd you get that from? The dictionary? And I'd be like, oh, I've got feelings too.
That's how we end the war. The war. We just,
It's a coming
we just
war.
only send Knoxes.
Yeah. And we'll all just be like, do you guys want to just fucking go to the pub?
Whereas,
I can't believe it. I'm sorry. I felt sick playing this game.
Naomi,
Really?
Yes.
I think you're missing the point.
the
I think you're missing the point.
Naomi,
I-
the campaign aside, can I tell you something fun that happened when I was playing this game? Because I think I'm too dumb to get the propaganda. I mostly just watch it and go, blah, blah, whatever. Let me do the run around thing.
The run around thing.
Yeah, have a run around, shooty bang bang.
Yeah.
What happened?
Were you shooting, by the way?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
I didn't know. I wasn't paying. It's working. But I didn't know.
The
And then-
military equivalent of any hole's a goal. It's just the racist, like,
Whereas I was less, it doesn't matter. I was more, I don't know what's happening. But
I was that too.
this time around with this Call of Duty, every other time I play Call of Duty, I'm like, I hate this game. It's not fun. People just shoot me, multiplayer, I don't have a good time. People run up to me, bang. This time round, I can play the game. Because of lockdowns, I played games that, you know, a lot of first-person things, a lot of Rust, and suddenly, I like it. I like it because I can win. I understand. This is the thing. If you can win in the game, then it's a good game.
Yeah.
It's a bad game if you can't. And that's why
you just
now
don't like it
I
because
think
you're not good at it.
that's why America should be able to get everyone.
Evan, I had it on the fucking easiest settings ever. It was absurd. I get shot like 10 times and then I shoot a guy in the wrist and he's like, ah! It was not hard. I played one of the multiplayer things. I got 7 kills. That's not so bad.
That guy got a similar number. That's
On
good.
like the first.
The multiplayer is really cleverly
game I
made
played.
too, where like all of the maps have enough different areas where like even if you're getting matched with people who like it tries to figure out of the same skill as you, and then there's always somewhere where someone will be able to get you. So even if you're great, someone's going to get you. Even if you're not good, you're going to be able to get someone. It's like cleverly funneling you into these different bits so everyone can have a good time.
Yeah. I love it. I think they've just taken all the good bits from the previous games and refined them, and made. I think they did a good job.
Dude, I really like this game.
But,
as well, to be
but it
fair.
looks good job at what?
Very fun.
water
It's-
looks
it's a
lovely.
The most fun
Naomi.
I had, apart from being the missile, which is absolute fiction because you can't be a missile, but I was like, whee, going through the mountains to go.
You could
Blow up a bunch
control
of people.
you could do a first-person control.
If you
The
jump
most fun I
fast.
had,
jumped what?
which
A
was,
missile. A missile is just a fast-moving cylindrical object, right? So if you
I mean, it has force.
If you were wearing one of those VR helmets with the explosives on the front and you time losing the game exactly when you hit the enemy combatant, you're a missile.
Okay, what do you think?
I'm going to talk to you now.
Okay, all right, great.
No, I know.
She can't
She
win
can't
the
win, so
argument
she
as well.
stopped. That's toxicity, yeah.
The most fun thing I thought was the doing a drone strike, which was also the most upsetting to me because it's the thing that in real life would also feel like a video game. Because in real life you
Yes.
would also just be looking through a camera and
Yeah.
pressing buttons.
Yeah, it's a simulation.
And
It's weird
also-
that they did the same scene in the first Modern Warfare in 2007 with like to make that point of like how detached they all are, and it worked really well in that one.
I watched.
Works how?
It's a
point of how
satire,
fun
it's a
war
comedy.
is.
Oh my God! They have got.
I think we have to remember that this was made for entertainment purposes.
There was a bit where during the campaign I was watching Evan play for a bit, and he just looked at a gas station. And I liked that. And everyone was getting bored. Everyone was like, there's nothing to do here. I'm like, this is kind of nice. You're just looking at a gas station.
Yeah, when that mission, your job is basically look at things. That was not super exciting.
I
but
thought
then you
it
got
was-
to shoot things, and then it was better again.
See, I
But
liked
then
the look of things.
But then it,
I was like, this is a cool
People.
gas
There are people, Evan.
Oh my God.
but then
This is truly
That was one of the
a
missions that went on too long. This is where you're
You're shooting so many
an
people,
aerial
it's meaningless
helicopter
then,
shooting
and that's
things.
how they get you.
That
There's
is
a
how
few
they
of those.
get
There's
you.
a car chase that like it
Goes
takes
on
place
forever.
on the longest, the fucking autobahn or whatever, like just the longest road you've ever seen.
Oh, that car chase one where it just kept going and there was a mine. Yeah.
And like the music
so now
is
you're upside
weird.
down.
Okay, here's one thing that made the game more fun for me.
Yeah.
Because I do not like the setup, as I talked about before, with the people talking seriously about and they're saying names and places that mean nothing to me. And I'm like, it kind of sounds like Al Qaeda. Anyway, that's what they're going for, right?
Yeah,
They're doing it all-
AQ. It's Al-Qaeda.
It is
Al-Qaeda?
based on an actual assassination I saw. Like the
Oh, is it?
plot.
You were there. Beck, why didn't you tell me?
Oh, why did I say this? I didn't mean to say this on the show. That slipped out.
You watched an assassination?
I watched it through the scope of the gun I was holding.
I was in the situation.
You were drone.
I
You were in the drone strike.
I was in the drone strike.
You were Chris Pratt in
I thought
Zero
we were
Dark
just
30.
looking at a gas station, but turns out no.
Yeah, it's doing like fictional countries and all that sort of stuff of like to keep it a little removed
Yeah,
from.
but they based it, which I think is fucked. But there's an actual real life. The game's plot is partly based on real life events.
But then it's like, so they've taken the real life events and then they just added in a Mexican drug cartel?
Yeah, they did that.
It's kind of weird.
Based
Then there's,
on,
like-
didn't Trump have a conspiracy theory about that or something?
I don't remember.
Is that not I heard that. Is that not feeding into really fucked shit? What the fuck is going on? This is like a fucking modern Mark Wahlberg movie. Like how he said he could fix 9/11. Is he the one who said that?
I don't know.
Go back in time, man.
No, isn't he? Is he the one? Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea. Pat, do you know?
Burgers, though.
Who's the one who said if I was on the plane, it wouldn't have gone down like
Get
that?
up to the cockpit.
Oh!
Was that Mark Wahlberg?
Could have been.
Because then, didn't he do a film about 9/11 called Patriot Day? I might be crossing a lot of wires right now.
I have no idea about this.
But you know he's got that vibe anyway.
I believe
Yeah,
that
no,
he would be
totally.
like, I'd have given the old one too.
yeah.
When me and Evan went to Wahlburgers, they took a photo of us and then they really pressured us to pay for the photo.
For us
that
to
we
buy the
didn't want.
photo. It's like we didn't.
So that was the vibe at the
need a
burger
photo.
place he owns. So I feel like, no, that feels right. What you said a second ago.
I think
Regarding-
I am right. Anyway,
The games are all dumb and they're like very. Fast and the Furious is the thing I always think about where it's like if you think about it for half a second, you're like, what the fuck is happening? But if you don't, if you're able to go "Goo-goo" and shut down, they're pretty fun. There's so much noise and color.
oh, see, that's the thing. The noise and the color.
Yeah.
The noise is, and the color is grey.
Colour's lovely.
One of the greatest
So
colours. It's
I
all
guess
over the shop.
if you're going for like quantity of noise and color,
Ah, yeah.
sure. But I was like, boring, I'm bored. But then you meet a character called Alejandro. And then I started singing Alejandro by Lady Gaga.
Good.
And then I started playing Alejandro by Lady Gaga. And then my Spotify just kept playing like real bangers by like Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande.
Oh, you were playing Call of Duty?
Yeah, while I'm like shooting people. So I'm like, give her the applause, applause, applause. And so I'm like shooting people and it's like, give me the thing that I love, turn the lights on. Like shooting grenades. I was like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
It doesn't appeal to me because it's all this shit's like so fucking, I hate it so much.
They
It's so
need-
grey and brown and
they
like
need to
just
make-
men. And also, why are all the men British in the American army?
There's a lot of there's some story fucking reason, but because Captain Price in the first one was British and people liked him because he was a gruff man with a mustache, you'd understand that. And like he was a popular character, so they just brought him back.
And then Ghost is,
He's from
British?
the second one too.
Multinational
He's got a
Special
special
Operations
mask.
Unit.
and then Soap. Sorry, these names as well.
Soap is who you play.
Scottish.
It's
He's
a nickname.
Soap McTavish.
Yeah.
McTavish.
McTavish.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Why are all the Americans British?
It's a
It doesn't make
Task
sense.
Force 141, a joint multinational special operations unit formed by SAS Captain John Price. So SAS, former SAS.
SAS like Australia.
England SAS.
What's SAS?
Please, please stop doing
Is
that.
that like their
Talk about Call
FBI?
of Duty.
No, it's
No,
like
it's-
Please let me talk about
Air Force something, Special Air Services. Sorry, we shouldn't talk about
Gonzo.
war.
He doesn't like. That's me playing the fucking game.
not into this discussion.
I'm sorry. I would.
That's me when they're making me shoot a woman in a hijab, and I'm like, I don't want to do this.
There is a woman in the game though. It is
A woman?
There's one woman, and
Lesbo?
she rides a motorbike.
couple. You meet your other friend from the
Oh,
first
yeah,
one.
there's
later
Farrah.
on.
Yes.
Farrah.
Yep.
She's in The Boys,
back
I
again.
think, that actor. Am I right about that? I think she's in The Boys.
And isn't that good that we're in there? See, Naomi, I reckon what they need to make.
He wants to fight. He's gonna fight you.
Yeah, I don't think he likes
Way too
war.
much Call of Duty. Yes.
He's a pacifist.
Yeah, he's a pacifist.
He's ready to kill you over it.
If you think about it as Tiggy, it's a real fun multiplayer game.
I mean, the multiplayer I get, because it's just everyone shooting each other. I was so mortified by the content in the campaign. I could not fucking believe they're making a game like this in 2020. It's so, like...
It feels
and it is
old.
for babies, I guess.
It's high school edgy. It's definitely trying to be like, you know, that type of like Elon Musk edgy a little bit.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
But
But, like, who...
that appeal. Turn
It's like
it
a
on to Lady
movie from
Gaga partway through.
2003.
It feels like we have looped around pop culture wise really bad back to the early 2000s. I don't know what's going on. It's like we're like, oh, we've cared enough for so many years. Now let's just be really weird about everything again and be edgelords again.
Well, that's why they're rebooting this one specifically. It's the same as
Yeah.
how, like those Tony Hawk things came out and everyone was like, oh my God, that was so good back before everything happened. So like,
Back before we had empathy for other cultures.
If it was so much easier to get through your day at that point.
You know what? I'm starting to wish that 9/11 never happened.
I got Mark Wahlberg. Hello, we
Finally
need you.
found a time machine. I'm sure it was him. I have to look it up.
Did you let Mark Wahlberg know that his servers were very aggressive about the photo?
I'm sure he'll care.
Oh, you were on the phone.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I hung up.
Oh,
sorry.
that's okay.
I hung up on
You
Mark.
only get one chance to.
Do you want to know what he said?
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
If I was on that plane with my kids, it wouldn't have went down like it did. There would have been a lot of blood in that first class cabin, and then me saying, "Okay, we're gonna land somewhere safely. Don't worry."
He kills his kids on 9/11.
What a strange.
Wait, and then he made a film. And then he made a film about 9/11.
That's what you said.
Oh no, sorry. That film is about the Boston bombings.
What? Okay.
Okay.
He needs
He's
to.
the hero in the Boston bombings.
Don't do that.
That guy's fucking crazy.
I like that they've stepped up the graphics as well. It
looks fucking good.
They've really kicked it up a notch.
Good graphics.
Yeah, it looks great. Real. I think it's great.
I didn't think it was like when I was playing it, because you know I'm not like a combat person.
No.
I'm not huge into combat.
Yeah.
So at the start I was kind of like, guys, do we know why we're in war right now? Because I would really need the motivation of knowing why I was doing
Yeah,
it.
and you
to be
weren't
out there and
motivated
shoot.
by the stolen US missiles?
Oh, buddy.
No.
Oh.
I'm like, what are they going to do with them?
They'll blow somebody up. They're gonna kill a lot of people.
Okay, but we're doing that right now.
Yeah, but they're gonna kill
An eye for an eye, Evan. They're going to kill good people.
Yes.
You gotta break eggs
Innocent
And there it is.
civilians.
from breaking.
Civilians. Oh, we're not going to kill civilians. We're only going to kill people whose houses we break into and point a gun at them if they grab their gun.
If they shoot you,
He didn't shoot.
all right. If they're gonna shoot you,
Oh boy.
might
Oh,
shoot
I don't.
if
I don't
they're
think
trying
we're
to
going
defend
to sort
themselves.
out this ethical quandary on Gamey game.
I think we will.
Okay.
I think we're ready. I didn't mind. It wasn't like the worst game I've ever played, but it was such a fucking wank fest. The story is just like, I was like, this is beneath all of us. Like, come on.
It is good. It's
Like-
goofy.
I liked that level.
The wet work.
I like stealth missions, I think. If I have to do combat, I like a stealth mission.
There's a fair bit of stealth.
I like
in this
knife
one.
throwing.
There's some opportunities, and there's missions where you can choose how you approach it, which is that's for a game series that's mostly kind of more or less on rails, like pretty linear in how you
He's on rails. To the point where if you step off the rail,
Yeah.
It's not quite well, yeah.
you get smacked by something on the train that
Close enough to train.
blows your head off.
But there's levels where you're given the option to go in, blast through the doors and go in guns blazing, or try and stay concealed and stay hidden and take people off one by one.
You know what? I'm not going to say I like doing stealth. I like trying to do stealth.
Yeah. I'm not particularly great at it.
Well, especially in this, where like oftentimes in the campaigns of these games, and this is one of them, where like the different sections where it tries to get you to do like a car chase or a stealth, it feels a little bit like it's working against itself a bit. You know what I mean? Like it's not built quite to do it. No. So it's
It's not it's not like Hitman or like it's not a super robust, with stealth.
Hitman, where you can use a banana peel as a weapon.
Yes.
Whoa.
Right?
A gamer.
I'm a gamer.
She's here. She's in the house.
Or kill people with a briefcase. You do all that.
I've seen Donkey.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is out now on PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X.
How many hours have you played? I mean, you're a busy man.
Not enough. I'm a busy man.
You've always got work to do.
I always got work to do.
400.
Also, the computer that is my gaming computer is also my work computer, and it's also Bec's streaming computer. We have the one computer.
live the nightmare.
And we constantly are carrying
have
it
to
from
get a
That is literally
studio
so sad.
It's so
Really
so tragic.
sours both too. Hey.
We have to bring the computer into work. So then I'm like, oh, can I play Call of Duty? No, I have to export something for work.
Yeah, it was like, was it Monday or
probably
Wednesday
for
or
the
something? I
best.
was like, I'm gonna go upstairs and play some Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, you went upstairs.
And I went upstairs like, oh, look, there's no computer here.
I'm not a big like IT guy or whatever, but like I've heard of this solution
Adam,
for
you
this
don't have
problem
to.
called buy a new computer.
Yeah, no, we
Okay.
need 2 computers. We'll
Two computer.
idea.
get it some point.
Oh, just pay. Just
Simply go out there and
use
buy.
money to solve your
money
problem.
Please, yeah. I feel as though you would have the money for a second screen. Where would it come from?
It's like we
It's
spent
not
all
the
our money on
screen, Knox. It's the graphics card. Okay.
That's true. They're hard to get.
They are. The saddest I've ever seen Evan is when he was waiting for his 3080.
Yeah. Before we wrap up, we have a Patreon question.
Wait, is that your work computer that you use to work here? No.
Yeah.
It is, yeah, at the moment it is.
That you like edit on?
Yeah.
What? Get a fucking. What are you doing?
It's because
Trying to save up for a computer. Trying.
we've got
Almost
more
there.
rooms now. So the what used to be my work edit computer is now the control room computer, and I used to work in the control room.
You know what it's
We don't
time
have
for?
a separate office, and we don't have another.
You know what it's time for?
What?
Oh, I know what it's time for.
It's time for 7 minutes in Evan.
What about
Computer.
computer?
Yeah.
All right. So so I used to, as I was saying, in our old studio, we sort of when in 2020 we started doing live streaming and stuff like that. What was my office turned into we turned it into a control room for live streaming stuff. And then we're like, whoa, set up a control room in another room. And so we like co-opted another room in the building and then built a computer for the control room. But then I'm like, oh, I don't have an office anymore. And then we hired someone else. And then anyway, so I wound up, my office was the control room and my editing computer was the control room computer. And, it was quite a, decent computer and stuff. And it was fine. But then we moved to this place and the control room is downstairs, separate from everybody else. And I wanted my office to be upstairs with everybody else. But that computer stays downstairs. So now in the new office, the plan was always to get a new computer for editing, which makes sense, and it would be quite a sensible business purchase. But in amongst all the other expensive building and other bits and pieces, it's never been like a high price. It's been like a medium priority, but it's never like crossed over into being like high priority. Because like a decent editing computer, if you're going to buy set up a decent editing computer for the edit suite, it's probably going to cost you maybe $5,000 or something like that. So we're like, well, it's not. We don't have to do that yet. We'll just sort of push it off a little bit, and the prices are sort of shifting around, coming down, and there is that sort of incentive. It's like, oh, wait till the new Intel processors come out. Oh, wait till this comes out. Oh, well, this thing's around the corner. And anyway, feels like there's never a good time to do it. So we just haven't pulled the trigger on that yet. But we'll, maybe in the new year we'll do that. But anyway, in the meantime, I've just been using the home computer, which is not a bad computer. I got it, we built it maybe 5 years ago. It's got a decent i9 in it and a GTX 1080 Ti, I think, and lots of RAM and stuff. It's a good computer. But then in the COVID and stuff, Beck started doing streaming, and she tried doing it on a laptop, but it didn't really work, and so she started streaming on my computer, which was fine. We were just sort of sharing. She'd use it when she was streaming, and I'd use it kind of during the day doing work stuff, and then it kind of we didn't have upstairs done yet for a lot of this year, and so I was editing in the control room downstairs, and it was fine. And so it's only really just started to become a problem recently. We've got the office set up upstairs, but no computer for it yet, so we'll get how long's in the. Oh my God. Okay. So we'll get there. I was sort of like pricing up a computer because I'm like, how much does because you don't have to go crazy with it, right? But there's a few sort of considerations with that. Is that that's your alarm telling you to go to bed, right? I'm not going to go crazy and go like an RTX 4090 or something like that. I don't think I'd really see the benefit of that. for just like general editing work. But I'd probably get something like a 3080 or something like that. Maybe a 3080 Ti, and I think that would, be reasonably good bang for buck these days. And one of the newer Intel chips, I think the newer generation is a pretty decent step up. So I think that'd be worth having. So I mean, it doesn't have to be that nuts. But then you start adding in, we need 10 gig networking, you need NVMe storage, a decent power supply, all those sort of things. It does kind of, it starts to add up. A decent motherboard as well. The latest generation of motherboards for the new Intel chips is pretty pricey. Like they start at like $400 or something like that. And then you want to get one with, lots of USB ports, maybe, 2 or 3 NVMe, like M.2 slots, and enough PCIe slots for, you want to have a graphics card in there, but we also need PCI for 10 gig Ethernet, or something like we use Blackmagic playback or capture cards. That was gross. So you need the, you want that. So you need to get a decent motherboard is what I'm saying. And lots of RAM for an editing computer is important as well. It's not so important for gaming, but when you're running things like the Adobe Suite, so RAM hungry. You've got Premiere happening, you've got After Effects happening. You really want to have like 64 gigs of RAM to be doing, we're doing a lot of 4K stuff these days. We're shooting stuff in 6K sometimes. So you end up with really, really high res raw footage. Chews up stuff real quick. So it's important to. It really does not go quickly, does it? But luckily, I already have. I've got a good keyboard and mouse. But I did get those things for the new office and a decent monitor and stuff in there. So it's really just the box that we're carrying around. And it is kind of annoying. I got an NZXT case for the computer that this computer that we're talking about that I built like 5 years ago. And it's a nice looking case. It's reasonably compact. It's not very big, but man, it's real heavy. It's just like solid metal and glass, and it really doesn't have to be that heavy. But if I knew that I would be carrying it around so much, I would have gotten a more practical case rather than getting, a kind of nicer case with the glass side panel and, the RGB water cooling and all that sort of thing. But I mean, at least I guess it looks nice in the office, but it's under a desk, so I guess it doesn't really matter and nobody looks at it. So, and we had to take out the water cooler on it. Broke, started making a real awful grinding noise. And so we swapped it for a less interesting looking Noctua fan.
Yay! And that was 7 minutes in heaven. It's always longer than you think it's going to be.
It is so long.
It is really long.
Motherboard, how about daddy board?
Adam has been sitting on that for 7 minutes and still decided to do it.
Yes.
Great. Anyway, enough about the boring topics. We have a Patreon question. This week's question is from Adrian Hernandez Arista. The question was, what do you think of the Meta Quest Pro, and what's the difference between it and all of the different Oculi?
Fuck's sake.
Oh, we pulled that 7 minutes in heaven pin too early.
What does Evan plan on doing with his when besides playing adult games when he inevitably gets one? It's a poorly written question, Adrian.
Oh my God.
It's pornography games, not adult games.
I've never played adult games, so there you go.
Just Call of Duty.
Just Call of Duty.
Baby game.
Just
That is.
Game for babies.
They are baby games, aren't they?
Yeah.
So are you going to get, A, are you going to get the headset? B, are you going to get the VR porn that is available for the headset?
No, I don't think I'll get the VR porn. The Meta Quest Pro. It's, I mean, it looks pretty cool.
It's weird. It's like not aimed at regular people because it's like $2,500 and they're trying to push it to like businesses to try and get them to do all of this metaverse shit that no one will want to do.
Yeah, it's an interesting one because a lot of good VR headsets are aimed at business.
Yeah.
And industrial applications. Military, maybe?
I was getting more excited by what the dog was doing than the discussion.
It was
I'm really
pretty cool.
disappointed.
Honestly, that was pathetic.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to say. Tazzy.
Valve Index
He's
is
so
like the same
intensely
price.
Tazo.
No, he's gone.
People bought that up. really.
He's buried his face.
It's more expensive than the Index or the
It's like,
the
he's
Vive Pro 2.
Oh my god, he looks so funny. Wait, can you
does
call
look
him?
really
Can you
good,
call him?
looks
Call him so he turns around.
Tazo.
Doesn't he look funny? His head's all
just
flat.
woke up. Aw.
Tazzy.
Talking to you. It's Patrick.
Tazzy, come here. Come here, baby. See, you watch it. This is a fucking pro right here.
That's Mark Wahlberg's plan. That's what he would have done.
He would eat the aeroplane?
Yeah. He was going to climb onto the nose and eat that aeroplane.
That's how he
Try flying it into anything now, you damn terrorist. That's what he would have said.
And someone went, you
seen
Mark,
this
you can eat
gonzo?
other things. And he went, like what? Burgers. Wahlburgers. And that's
It's-
how he meant Wahlburgers.
It's a decent upgrade to the Quest 2.
Yeah, these dogs are an embezzler's dream.
It-
It is like it's got the super high resolution screens, and
Yeah.
I really like about the Quest that it is that free moving thing is cool.
yeah, that was
What
the
is
great
it?
thing about
What's
it.
it got?
So it's like the Quest and the Quest 2. The main thing about them was that they're battery powered and they're fully self-contained. You're not tethered to a computer. You don't need to plug it into your PlayStation or a PC or anything like that. It's a fully self-contained standalone unit.
Yeah.
So it was just a system that you could just put on and play. That was great.
The old one, right?
That's the Quest and the Quest 2 were both like that. So
higher
this is
fidelity version.
This is the pro version.
Hey, Evan, can
means
you not get this, please?
What?
I just don't think it's necessary. It's not worth
I'm going to say I can't afford it.
That's great.
fucking
Because
expensive.
also, I
Very
know
expensive.
that we are both in that.
Gunzy.
And I
To
think
go to sleep.
Useless.
And I think it is not worth that
No.
much money. It's the Quest 2 was great. It hit a great price point. It's higher resolution. It's got stuff that is useful in the metaverse, like eye tracking, face tracking.
Useful in the metaverse? Come on, man.
That's where they're doing it. They're like angling it. They're like a Romulan spaceship. They're aiming at Enterprise. And I'm
my language.
so mad at myself for making a Star Trek VR
what are you
headset
saying?
joke.
Awful.
I didn't even hear it, but I probably wouldn't have.
It doesn't matter. I'm sure you did hear it and your brain tuned it out. But like it's not for regular people because they're going to make a Quest 3 as well. I think like obviously people will play it to play games.
I think they have to follow up the
Are
Quest
there
2.
that many games to play?
Not really.
There-
That'll take use of
There's some
something
that are
that.
fun,
Yeah,
though.
so
there
there-
are fun ones now, at least. There used to be just the ones that made you vomit or the ones that were like, oh, yeah. But now there's fun ones. You can play fun games.
There's a lot of good. Half-Life Alyx is one of the best games that there is.
It'd be
That was
amazing-
spooky. The
it'd be-
team's coming down from the roof onto you.
Oh shit! Am I in this game or what? What the fuck am I
What is
doing?
happening
It'd be
here?
amazing to have something like a Quest 3 that's a step up in computing power that could play a game like Half-Life Alyx,
Yeah.
untethered from a computer. But
I feel like whenever it's untethered, I just see videos of people jumping into TV screens and breaking them.
That's
yeah,
Walking
you can
into
do that
shit.
tethered as well.
That's true. You know what? Some of them are tethered.
Quest Pro has better cameras as well on the outside, so that you can see in higher definition the shit you're about to walk into.
Yeah, it's a mixed reality experience. It's got like full color pass-through cameras, but that's not useful for
so
gaming.
fun because you know
Like,
that
really.
That's
the
a real
world
office
exists,
thing.
and it's
Yeah.
like you're going like it almost has the world, and you're like, well, if I do this, oh look.
It's targeted at metaverse. It's not. It's,
I don't know why I turned into an old woman, like, shaking her fist, going, "Stop looking at a headset! Look at a flower!"
Look at a phone like a normal guy.
When your boyfriend keeps buying headsets, then I can understand why that would be a concern for you.
It is a big concern.
There's a PSVR 2 as well. There's 2 expensive headsets coming out.
Yeah, the PSVR 2 is again is too
PlayStation?
expensive.
That's
Yeah, PlayStation.
Need a- oh yeah,
Your eyes really lit up.
you got it. I know that was honestly Pavlovian. Someone said the word PlayStation and I salivated.
Surprised you didn't go for like
Eat a
a.
PlayStation.
Anyway, I mean, those are my
That's
thoughts
so
on the Meta Quest Pro. I think it does look cool. It's got some cool tech in it, but man, it's too expensive, and it is geared too much towards the metaverse, which I still fail to see any particular interest in, and I don't think it's going to be a commercial success. So I think, yeah, it'll be interesting to see if a Quest 3 comes out that is targeted more price-wise to a broader market and is more around gaming, but who knows?
It's gonna be humiliating.
So far into the metaverse thing that I don't know if they'll just release one that isn't geared towards that.
It's got a real sunk cost fallacy bullshit vibe around it where like they are going to drive it into the ground. Every website from 2009 will blow up because of the leader's hubris. That's my prediction.
Yeah.
Whoa, Charlie Brooker stepped down.
Oh, the spirit from the future just left my body. Wow. What an experience.
We have to thank our top patrons.
Do we?
Yes.
They like it. They
commit
said
to
they
doing
liked
that.
it. We checked it with
Every week.
Dr. Luke.
Huh?
Yes.
They said they liked it.
We have Adrian Hernandez Arista, Amy G, Andre Agnew, Ben Zombie, Blake Hannikin, Brandy Wozni, Cameron Fullwood, Rupert the Dog, Chris Howell, Chris Potts,
Christian Sachet.
David Bourne, David Holland. I've been correct on the pronunciation of
Burn.
Burn. What else could it be?
What's that Matt Damon one?
That's the Bourne. Bourne supremacy.
My eyes
Eyes
light.
lit up again. Born.
Just Evan and Adam,
Yeah.
red or green?
Green. Oh no! And we both stumbled too. We both went green.
Something weird is happening. I think
No. That's
okay,
just a
all right,
colour.
okay,
There's only
okay,
like 3 colours. Do
okay.
a question we could never both answer.
You gave us two cut like.
There's only 3 colours.
I
something
mean
you
red,
both
blue,
say.
green. Yeah.
Primary.
Red, blue, green.
Yeah.
Green isn't a primary colour.
In lights.
Red,
it is.
yellow.
Oh, it isn't LEDs. Because I'm a fucking nerd.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You're on the computer.
The only lights that matter are the Philips Hue I got behind my gamer station.
It's RGB.
Yeah.
What's the most important thing
In the world,
in the world? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
love.
He was going to say ray tracing.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Okay, they are.
I was going to say love. I was tossing up between love and money.
I mean, he's honest.
Yeah, yeah.
Can we fault him for that?
If you had a second computer, you'd have said love.
Yeah, your happiness actually does increase based on the amount of computers you have. And then it plateaus when you get to enough computers.
David Holland, Death Wombat, Decay, Dixie Dean 17, Dogmata, Eddie McCullen O'Hay, Evan S. Darling.
How did
Tahadal Tahadi.
you questioned yourself on the pronunciation of born, and then
Everyone always asks me this.
well done.
I think I was
Talked
told.
about that one before.
I've been
Sure you
told.
would have.
It's because you see it on the teleprompter and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Gaelic,
Gears.
right? I can say that. He's white, right?
I don't know.
Is it Gaelic?
It might be.
But we don't know.
Could be.
Made out of letters, as far as I know.
It's fucking nonsense.
Gears. Izzy Klein, Josh, Justice for Lena Moon. Still don't know what's going on there. Latchington, Michael Flaherty, Mitch, my girlfriend hates the show Rudolph.
I saw that. They said.
Is their girlfriend Eleanor?
Did you tweet? Did someone tweet at us and say that? I feel like someone tweeted us and said, "Hey, thank you so much. I love this. My girlfriend hates it." I thought that was very funny. It was great feedback.
I thought his girlfriend hated this show, Rudolph. Like this show called Rudolph.
They needed to
My
put in
girlfriend
some
hates the show
quotations or
Rudolph.
something.
Right.
Opens every conversation like that.
Yeah, my girlfriend, you might not have seen it, but there's a show, Rudolph. She will fucking talk your ear off about it. So be ready. Does not like it. I should put him at the back of the caravan. He shouldn't be pulling that sled. He's a new guy.
And his nose is fucked!
Yeah, Dasha's been paying her dues.
MJ.
Tell you what, these diversity quotas, man.
Oh, it's ridiculous. He come in with a red nose, all us regular noses. We got to get to the back of the fucking line. We
Nick-
all carry the sleigh.
I've chosen not to get on the bit because I'm a bit scared of it.
When you clip-clop on top of a roof, no one can tell whose hoof's whose.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
I don't feel good about the bit. I'm staying away. Merry Christmas.
Not Rebecca.
Christmas, everybody.
Doing an impression of Mitch's girlfriend.
Oh, now I get it.
Nick Mason for president. Oscar A, Robbie Proctor, Santeri Racona. So we don't.
What was it?
I don't know. He didn't tell me how to pronounce it, but he did. What did he
It's
say?
the F1 driver Raikkonen. Is it that?
Why? See, I feel like I've said.
Did
Is
you
it
print
Raikkonen?
out what he said?
He said, regarding the matter of how to pronounce my name, I have prepared a statement to Ms. Naomi Higgins. Vitu indeed. I will not be taking questions at this time. Thank you.
Go fuck yourself.
Okay. Scott McEachin, Sean Pargt, Stephen Burke, Siraj Puris, XZ Neil, and Zach Steinbecker. If you want to hear your name read on the show. On
Perkele.
the... What?
I remember the other slur I know in Finnish.
Oh, what is it?
Perkele.
Why do you know Finnish slurs?
Because we had an exchange student.
Oh, right.
I thought
Played
for
too
a
much Finnish Call of Duty.
I thought for a second there you said black deck. Clip.
No, we didn't have a Jamaican exchange student.
I heard Bev Killick.
You only speak comedy.
I know.
That was a pop culture reference.
Bev Killick.
Yes.
If you want to hear read on the show, jump on the Close Personal Friend Patreon tier. There's some great benefits to signing up. You get episodes early. You get to join us in the Gamey Discord. And you also get cheat sheets, which I always have to remember to do because I forget. And you can also send in questions and vote on the
You should
questions.
do this one because I drew
That's
eyeliner
beautiful.
on it.
I'll definitely scan that. And
It's
PDF.
the nicest
won the
thing
dog
you've
egg.
ever said about anything I've done.
Yeah.
Remember when you watched my TV show and the first thing you said was, I found a boom in one shot?
That wasn't meant to be a critique.
What's it meant to be?
Dear Lord. I'm sorry about
comment?
him.
I went and saw Hating Alice and Ashley when I was in year 10 with my school, and the boom was in like 5 or 6 different shots. They took us on an excursion. You would have had a great day. It was,
I would have
yeah.
loved that. Are you fucking kidding me?
But so the
What a
boom was
movie
in
to
5
see.
or 6 shots in Hating Alice and Ashley. So
Wow.
that's what you're following, the history of.
Wow, mine was only in 2 that you notified me of.
It was too late though.
Yes, it was on TV.
Yeah. And then also on the next tier up, you get a mug as well. So that's might be worth
Or
it.
you can send me $15 and I'll say your name.
Yep.
That's open as well again.
Sign up at patreon.com/GameyGame.
I'll
Or
shout your name.
Instagram.com/Nomstrosity, obviously.
I'll shout your name from behind the camera for like $2.
She won't be mic'd.
No mic, but I'll shout it. $2.
You'd hear that. It'll pick up.
Yeah, you'd hear it.
Yeah.
Naomi, anything you would like to plug? You got anything on? Anything to promote?
I don't think so. I have a Twitter and an Instagram. Kind of flopping at the moment, honestly. Flop era.
Yeah.
Okay. Chronic illness.
Plenty of time
my
for
vibe.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, but not that kind of illness. Hey! She still got it. Fatigue, that is. Michelle Brazier's special came out today on Paramount Plus.
Yes.
I'm technically in that.
You are in that.
Yes, you are. Yeah.
You're in it twice
You're in
because
the
you're
credits.
in it. Well, I won't say what you do in the show. Let's leave it as a spoiler. But you're in the audience.
Holding a boom.
You can
you're
hear, I
too.
haven't watched it yet. Can you hear me?
I think you can.
Like in the audience.
How much did you have to edit me out?
I didn't have to edit.
Evan
You.
didn't do the audio.
Oh, you didn't do the audio.
No, we passed Samix on to somebody else.
I have a very distinctive laugh, so you can usually tell if I'm there.
Yeah, I think there were times where I could hear you. Yeah.
There we go.
Isn't that so nice? But also you can hear me because my voice is in it.
It's a very good
I
show.
forgot when I went to see that taping live. And then I was like, hang on a second. What's that voice of an angel?
Really good show. Michelle Brazier. It's on Paramount Plus.
Very good.
Live at the
Very
Malthouse.
good.
Adam Knox, you're on the Filthy Casuals podcast.
Yeah, I am. If you like video games, then that
I don't think
is,
anyone that watches this show likes video games.
You can follow. I don't really use social media that much actually, but Knoxtagram on Instagram is something that I intend to put stuff on if I have. You can on Paramount Plus. They've got up to season 22 of South Park.
Yeah, right. That's great.
You can't.
That's your vibe.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, sick.
Recognize that? When I went to see it, I've forgotten that I'd done the recording. I was like, who is that? Beautiful. Yeah, it's pretty good.
You have a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
And
Cartman made you laugh. I'm pulling dictionary word out of after dictionary word.
Beck,
What?
you stream on Twitch?
Oh, sometimes.
Yep.
Usually I stream on Mondays and Fridays, but currently this show is on Fridays.
Oh,
So
yeah.
after this show is done, I'll stream on Mondays and Fridays.
Why don't you just pick a different day?
I'm so tired.
Can I add one?
Yeah, well, one.
I'm sorry. Can you go to Adam Knox Hello on Twitch? Because I'm going to start streaming again
Yes.
soon.
Ah.
You motherfucker, yeah.
Yeah, so am I.
I don't know if. Okay, it's a great way to get
The
people-
camera, I saw the red light turn on, so I went all like Joe Pesci on it.
Okay.
What have I got? Oh, Twitch. No,
Yep.
no, I don't know what I'm plugging. Beckness. I'm on Beckness on Twitch.
Yep.
I'm
And
mostly-
Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, I'm everywhere. I got the same handle everywhere.
Best Instagram stories. I'll say it.
Thank you very
Yep.
much. I've not been posting a lot there because most of my things have been, oh, I'm on a computer, and I don't think that's interesting content. But I have
Usually the only Instagram stories that I'm like, I'll turn the volume on, this will be worth watching.
But anyway, at the moment, mostly on Twitch, I'm just talking about I'm just ranking cheese. I've stopped playing games. I'm
Dressed as a rat or something?
I was, yeah.
A little rat on top of your head as well.
Yeah.
Pulling the thing, like, and you go, they're all number one. I love them.
And that's the vibe. That's the exact thing. I'm Ratatouille.
Great.
Look me up. Disney Plus. All right.
That's it for this week.
You know what you can't find anywhere? Raise your voice.
I've never looked for that.
What was it called?
Raise your voice.
Raise your voice.
What was it called? You can buy the dictionary from any good bookstore.
Any good bookstore. I mean, true.
Yeah, they'd have it.
Hazo, what are you doing?
We've got to let's wrap up the show. Thanks so much for
Okay.
watching, everybody. We'll be back next week with more Gamey Game. We'll see you then.
It'll be Sonic.
Be Sonic.
Frankie McNair and Mish Wittrup.
Sonic.
There we go.
Richard, it's coming back.
Sonic's quick.
Sonic's too fast for me.
Quick.